Welcome back to the 6K Sports Sedan and Wagon Challenge presented by Continental Tire. Today we finish this thing. That's right, everybody. Come hell or high water, this vehicle is going to be driving on its own at the end of this episode, barring any major catastrophe. But I've got to say, the paint job on the stuff that Luke painted for us, the whole front end, it is looking super mint. Like, this looks like a new car. It's amazing what a new set of headlight lenses, like fog lights, all new plastic trim here, make for the look of a vehicle. Like, this thing looks brand spanking new. So the $1 million question here is, which grille do I run? I'm looking at it thinking, this is the OE one. I do like it, I think, better. It's got a bit of the chrome that matches the emblem, the headlights. The flat black, I think, gives it a more modern look, and it matches a lot of the flat black trim that we have. But I think I'm going with the chrome. What do you guys think? I think I went with the right choice. Make sure to post in the comments. Are you on team black or are you on team chrome?
I'm team chrome all the way, PT, and gotta say the over-engineering of these grills is next level.
Yes, they are nasty. Along with the hood, maybe the BMW needs to rethink the whole strategy of how to latch a hood and how to put in kidney grills. Although their new ones are, I think, a part of the bumper. They're so damn big, right?
That's true.
The final piece to our dine-in intakes are these clever little rain deflectors. As I mentioned in a previous episode, if you have rain coming through here, as you can see, we now have a little cold air duct. If you have rain coming through here and it soaks the filter, it's gonna screw up your mass airflow. So what they've designed is this cool little thing that tucks up into this area here. With it now in place, you can see the air will come in through here if it had rain on it, and it's going to disperse like as such, and it's not going to carry a huge vapor of water droplet that's going to get into the air filter. So a very simple solution. Next up is our fender liner, and you can see this is the one that came out of the wagon, and it is crumbling. Crumbling! The California heat got it, which means I had to make the call to FC Piero, home of their lifetime replacement guarantee, so you can always replace the parts, no questions asked if you're the original owner. And I got new ones. I had to do it. These weren't cheap, but they're certainly, I think, worth it. The other ones would have just looked incomplete, so I'm gonna mount these up, and then you can see how minty fresh they look. Boy, is it ever nice to have new plastics. Looks so much better. And DP, check this out. It's almost like a little, I don't even know, like a stone guard or something for the bumper here. It's made out of like rubber.
Yeah, it's pretty serious.
Super cool. Nonetheless, everything is in, the under tray is in place. So we are looking mighty fine now.
It's been a while since you guys have seen me in one of these BMW episodes. Pete's been so busy putting this thing together, and wow, it does look good on the ground. And as you can see, we have these new stands from BG Racing. They're out of the UK, and they make all kinds of really high quality motorsports setup type of equipment. So we've got stands, and we've also got BG Racing's caster slip plates here, and we've got a bunch of other stuff we'll be showing you in the future, but we wanted to give you a quick glimpse of this and how we're going to be able to check alignments and really set them properly going forward. So as a matter of fact, we have teamed up with our friends at Racecraft. You might have noticed Pete's sweatshirt earlier today. Their website's called racecrafthq.com. They are the same group that runs HP Academy, who you'll remember from our Evo engine build, and they have some courses on there, including how to do a motorsports type of alignment with this kind of equipment. So if you want more information on that, jump over to racecrafthq.com and check our description below for a $75 discount on any of the courses on their website, which also has set up any kind of motorsports setup, data analysis type of stuff all over there. So go check it out. There's a lot of great content, and they're adding more and more every day. So PT and I are going to do a quick alignment check on this car to make sure it's good to go, and then we're going to put it on the ground. Okay, 69 and 3/8.
69 and 3/8, okay.
69 and 7/8, so we're a ½ inch towed in. pretty much spot on 69 and a half.
Yeah.
69 and 5/8, so it's like an eighth, still an eighth towed in.
Okay, well let's just leave it at that. I mean,
That's fine.
jumping inside here for a second, I wanted to address the subject of my head unit, and so many of you said this is not the right head unit. So this is the C-Cane for all of you that don't know, and it's a cheap head unit. Dave had it in his car, we abandoned it there, and we are abandoning it in this car for two reasons. First of all, even though they say it fits an E39, the contour, the original design for this is an E53, so that's, I think, an X5. So that means when you put it in here, it does not fit properly. Second of all, this does not actually work with this vehicle because this vehicle has DSP audio, which turns out is a huge pain in the butt, because to get it to work, you either need to take your original radio and mount it in your glove box or in the back, and then you can hook it up to mimic it. Or what you can do is get this brilliant little USB here from iBus app. This is a German company, and what this allows you to do is make your radio work with the DSP system, along with a host of other really neat things, like you can do coding and whatnot with it through an app that you're going to install. And as for the head unit, I've now made the upgrade to the Extron 10.25 inch full touch display screen.
It's a big boy.
It is a big boy. It certainly is. And here's the thing. I am by no means an audiophile. Really, for me, the thing what I want the most is Bluetooth connectivity. So I'm not very particular about the sound quality and all that jazz. I just want to be able to listen to my podcasts or music while I drive home. But I've learned the hard way, and as you guys have seen, buying cheap head units is not the way to go. So I've made, after doing extensive research, Extron seems to be the way to go. And they actually do offer more OE style looking head units. I just decided with this one because I thought, you know what, this is super cool and it's going to give it certainly a more modern look. And as I just mentioned, you will have that same problem with this radio if you try to connect it directly, but I've ordered this harness through iBus, and now I'm able to just connect this and we should have audio. So let's throw this in here and see what happens. What a sleek unit. Check this thing out, DP.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's really nice. A quick thing I should mention, that adapter harness with that iBus USB that allows you to control the DSP is only for the Extron head unit. So that's why a part of the reason why I went with it. And I'm so happy that I did. You can see this thing is working like a champ here right now. Let me swipe over here. This is our iBus app, as I was saying. Now look at, you've got all these controls here, and what you can actually do is you can even go into coding mode and you can make changes on your car. Like if you want the lights to come on, you can change a lot of cool stuff. So super cool. I'm super pumped with this. Now on to the next thing, which is the rear view mirror. Stock E39 mirror right here, and here is our stock M5 mirror. I think it's a worthy upgrade from a visual standpoint, and not in the sense of functionality, because you could see you are losing quite a bit of real estate on the sides, which I think in a wagon may be important, but I'm still going for it because I think this thing looks super cool. One thing to note, we did have that like weird broken lens here. I did send that off to Radar Mirror. I'll leave a link in the description for it. Super great. It was $100. They fixed it up, like it looks brand new, so it's super good. And the nice thing about this mirror here actually is that it does have the M5 has that, like, I think it's a daylight sensor. This one also has it. It also has the alarm in it. So this should be a straight swap. I did read that there are compatibility issues with certain vehicles, but this should work out super easy. I'm just gonna throw this on here and we can have a look what it looks like. That is looking mighty fine. And truth be told, actually, when I'm looking into the rear view mirror right now, I can see everything in the back. So I think this is gonna work out better than I expected. Maybe there is no functional loss with this look. Wouldn't you imagine, we are back on the hood cable system here. That is because the hood screwed me again, and I closed it and it was locked. And at that point I said, you know what, There's got to be something wrong. I think one of the cables must have stretched. And then I did a little bit more investigation. You can see this cable here, the one that runs, is all kind of chewed up and cracked. So that means I am ditching this. I went out and got a new one, and cross your fingers for me. I really hope this fixes the problem. New cable's in place here, and I don't know, I think I lied. It doesn't look like it was stretched because there's the same amount of give here. I think it may have been stretched inside. Who knows? I'm still as baffed about this whole system as anybody else. And now I have this FOMO of closing this, or not FOMO, but fear of closing this hood that it won't open, and it's such a disaster to do so, but we tried the mechanism. It seems to be working fine, so let's see. Okay, so hood is closed now. I'm gonna come over here, and it works.
It works, but
works.
It's that same soft opening.
Well, you know, some people posted in the comments, it can't have that soft opening.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. I think what we may do is just adjust these a little bit, bring some more spring tension into it, and I think that may help us a little bit. Check it out. Wow, this car looks amazing. So much time and effort and work has gone into it, and I am so beyond pumped on the look of this thing. However, you didn't think I was gonna run these stock wheels, did you?
By the way, PT, you mentioned that building this thing was like climbing Mount Everest.
Yes.
Do you feel like you've climbed Mount Everest now?
This was certainly an Everest climb, yes. Out of all the builds we've done, you'd think this was easy because all we did was just transplant an engine into a chassis. There was no like real complicated work, but boy, oh boy, was I wrong about that. This thing was a fighter. As you may have guessed it, I will be running the same model of tire as Dave is, and that is the Continental Extreme Contact Sport. We absolutely love these tires. These are the perfect street tire. They've got a 340 tread wear rating, so they're gonna last you a while. They're not a race tire by any means, so they're not gonna beat you up on the road. They are great in the rain, and if you wanna take them to the racetrack, they're also good there. So this to me is the ideal tire for the weekend guy, for the guy that wants to go to the racetrack but still wants to go cruising, or even for daily driver use for a spirited summer tire. So, with that being said, let's see what we've got for wheels here, because much like Dave, I turned to Augment Wheel Company and we did a set of M-System throwing star wheels, a throwback to the E34 M5. These are style 21 wheels. These are a 3-piece. The rears are an 18 by 9.5, as you can see. And what we've done is we've modified them to give some concave, which I think looks so good. I'm beyond ecstatic to throw these on there to show you guys what they look like. Up front, we are running the ECS in a 245/40 R18 size. And this is obviously a high performance summer tire, but now if you're looking for an all season tire, we definitely recommend the Extreme Contact DWS 06 Plus. This is actually their newly formulated all season tire. It has better braking, better tread wear characteristics, better traction, and of course longevity. So this is a 560 tread wear tire, so this is gonna last a very long time, and it is good in all seasons. We have actually run these all year round and love them. If you're in an area that has mild winters, I would certainly recommend these bad boys. A really neat feature that we should mention about these tires is they have a wear indicator. Here you see DWS. When the S disappears, that means they're not suitable for use in snow. When the W disappears, they're not suitable for use in the wet. And of course, by the time this disappears, the D, you're gonna for sure need a new set of tires. So what do you guys think? Post in the comments. Was my wheel choice cool? Not so cool? Bad? I know the purists are gonna hate it. The Style 65s are such an awesome wheel for this car. I think what we've done is, to a certain extent, we've taken away the M5-ness by taking those Style 65s off, because what we did is built an M5 wagon, and really the most distinguishing part of that would be the wheels, and now I've changed to these, which take away from that, I think. But at the same time, it's a really cool and unique look, and I do really like it. I'm such a huge fan of E34 M5s and the throwing stars, which is what I went for here. So I'm still a little bit torn. I'm like, man, I like the OE look, but I certainly think this is super cool and neat and unique, which you always kind of want when you're building a vehicle. I've actually been thinking about it. I'm like, you know what, maybe if I did the lips in chrome, that would kind of bring it out a little bit more. I do kind of think that the gray is a little subdued. I would have liked to have a little bit more pop, or maybe I should have done them in shadow chrome, which would have been pretty cool too, which would have been an homage to the E39. Only if I thought of that beforehand, but I'm still pumped on them. I still think they look super cool. So again, post in the comments. I know this is gonna be a hotly debated topic, so I'm super eager to hear your thoughts on it. Now I know I'm 2 episodes late on this, but we finally got this thing finished, so let's hear that dying exhaust, because I know you guys are dying to hear how it sounds. And let me tell you, it's pretty damn good. Listen to this thing roar, DP. Woo. Oh yeah. Man, that sounds like the perfect amount of grunt, but no drone. It's going to be ideal for a street sport wagon. And I think I'm gonna have to wrap it on this one, guys, because we have come to the end on another day. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Continental Tire for supporting this video series, because without them, we wouldn't be creating these types of videos. So make sure to go check out their website. The video link will be in the description. And of course, if you're looking for great tires, Continental's the way to go.
Can I just say, PT, that the E39 M5 wheel is like the Mark II Supra wheel. It's the iconic BMW wheel. It's the best of all time. Should have made 3 piecers of these bad boys.